As I mentioned, and you might have heard, my name is Ernsa Esu, and I am going to show you the new feature of CMD2GO and how it's going to actually help you stay mobile while you're out, to update your appointments, as well as to send and receive secure messages with others within your office. And I have my colleague Chris here that's going to assist me as well.
Hi, folks. Sorry about the glitch. We apologize. We're glad it was brought to our attention. We're going to get everything right back on track.
Okay, and that's our pictures. In case you missed it, we wanted to show your lovely faces and smiles.
Yikes. Okay,
so CMD2GO is a web application that's going to support 3 main features of the CollaborateMD applications. They are your appointment scheduler, where you can easily manage appointments on the go, including updating and scheduling all your appointments. Your patient demographics, which include adding new or existing patients. You can also create and modify the demographics related to the scheduled patients. And last, CMD messaging, where you can communicate in a HIPAA-secure environment to all your users within your account. Basically, you can access CMD2GO almost anywhere at any time on a mobile device such as your smartphone or your tablet, or on a computer that has internet connection and up-to-date web browser. And we're going to go over those supported materials just a little bit.
First, we're going to talk a little bit about the benefits of CMD2GO. With CMD2GO, managing these records that we just talked about while on the go can help providers and medical offices improve their in-office workflows and communications while increasing productivity for your staff no matter where they are. Plus, gain instant visibility of your appointments, scheduled patients, and secure messages, so you can stay connected through a secure environment using a mobile device or web browser. And did we mention, it's free. No matter your account type or plan type, you and your team get CMD2GO for free. Just remember, it's in beta.
Great. CollaborateMD recommends using the latest version of Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Apple Safari. Now let's go over some important notes. CMD2GO is responsive. It means that it will automatically scale based on the device that you're using or resize in the browser window, and there is no specific screen resolution requirement. CMD2GO will also work on Apple devices that is running iOS 10 or newer version. CMD2GO also works on Android devices running 4.4 KitKat or newer version. What it doesn't support is it will not support any Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge browser. And we are going to drop inside the chat the updated and supported versions of the browsers we just talked about, so you can download it and everyone will have that updated information.
A new permission category has been added to CollaborateMD called CMD2GO. By default, all auth reps and admins are set to allow permissions, and all user permissions are set to deny. If you are an admin or auth rep, you can update users' permissions in your admin section, then go to the account management, and there are 2 ways to do this. You can update the role under the Role tab, and this will add or remove the permission for all users assigned to this role. Or you can stay under the Customer tab and edit the individual user you wish to change permissions on.
CMD2GO makes appointment scheduling and managing patients very easy. And it's also in real time, and it syncs with your CollaborateMD scheduler, so everyone is on the same page no matter where you are. So let's go over what you can do under CMD2GO scheduler. Okay? You can easily view and manage your appointments, like adding chief complaints or filtering by resources, practice, provider, and other options you see here on the screenshot to the right. You can also add a new patient demographic or edit an existing patient, which includes modifying or deleting the patient's insurance. You can also add an appointment block such as meetings, lunches, etc. So you can better prepare for your day. And, who doesn't need a little bit more downtime or me time in their day, right?
I do.
You can also cancel or delete an appointment. So let's go to the scheduler to give you, a lot of flexibility throughout your day while you're on the go. Now, let's watch this video on how to schedule an appointment for an existing patient first. First, you want to be on the scheduler section like this video snippet shows, and you're going to click on that new button and then select appointment. We can then easily search for a patient's name or their birthday, their member ID, a phone number, their social security number, and so many more choices. Okay? Now we can enter the appointment details such as the date and the time, the type of appointment, and any other details as needed such as the length, the resource, the practice, the provider, facility, status, frequency if you need to do more than one, your chief complaints, and any comments. When you're satisfied, you just simply click Save and you're done. Now let's move on to show you how to schedule a new patient. So, to schedule a new patient, you simply are going to follow along like in this video, which shows you how to do that. You can either click on New Appointment by double-clicking on the scheduler, then select the appointment, and then the new patient. You're going to enter the minimum required information, such again as their name, date of birth, their sex. Then you can edit the contact information tab, with their address, their city, their state, their zip, and then click on Done, which will save the patient information for you. Lastly, you're going to enter the appointment detail, again, such as the start time, the date, the length, the resource, or any other pertinent information for the appointment. And then when you're done, you're going to click Save.
You can manage your patient demographics anytime, anywhere, from any supported mobile device or web application. So in this video, we will double-click on an existing scheduled patient, and then click on the patient's name, and then edit patient's contact information. Once we do that, we can enter notes related to this appointment, and you'll see here how easy that's going to be. You'll be able to customize pop-up alerts for the appointment or global alerts. So you simply type your alert in, you can take it throughout the whole system or single it out. You can view a history of your patient's appointments. Once it's populated, you'll be able to scroll up and down and search for the appointment history for the single appointment that you're looking for. And you can add insured information, including insurance policy information plus view by policy or by insured. There's just a tip here. Payers have to be added to your master payer list in CMD before they can be used in CMD2GO.
Okay. So as you know, CMD messaging allows for you to communicate with your CollaborateMD users or your team here at CollaborateMD. Now, with CMD2GO, you're going to continue to receive or send your messages, and this video will show a new message being created like from a tablet or an iPad or even a desktop, the desktop version of CMD2GO, which is at CMD2GO.com. Plus, messaging is HIPAA compliant and secure by a 128-bit SSL encryption. Auto-complete your username as you type only so that the recipient you specify will see the message. So it auto-populates that for you. And finally, just go ahead and customize, your message with rich text formatting. You can add colors, you can underline key points, make a word bold. You can even change your font, the style, or even insert in hyperlinks. And now, we're going to see what it looks like on a smaller version like a smartphone or something to that effect.
Just follow these simple steps if you're on a mobile device as seen in this video. From the messaging view, click the new icon button. Now enter the username of the person in the To field, or just start typing. It'll autofill. Enter a subject followed by your message, and when you're done, click Send. It's that easy. Plus remember, while you can and possibly already communicate electronically via email, email communications are not always encrypted and therefore may not be secure enough to discuss patient treatment, insurance claims, and other private data. We recommend using CMD2GO messaging to prevent HIPAA and PHI potential issues.
Okay, So from your CMD account, under the admin tab, you're going to be able to, as we mentioned, update the profile. So if you're already on the permissions, on the person's name selected under permissions, you'll see this new icon here, CMD2GO, and you'll see that, make sure that they're set to allowed. If you need to update the roles, you can go ahead and on the roles tab, you can simply just select the role that you need to update. And again, when you select it, you'll make sure that they're set to allow for that permission to work. Okay? So we're going to jump in, and just remember that by default that all auth reps and admins already set, their permissions already set to allowed. So you just go ahead and update that. So now let's jump in and actually see how we're going to go and set an appointment. We're going to jump right into CMD2GO. So right here is our scheduler, and there are two ways that you can go ahead and make an appointment. From this new button, you can go ahead and select new appointments, and actually you'll be able to, this would be for an existing patient, or from the new patient, this will allow you to add a new patient information in there. Your second option is just to go ahead and select a time slot. So if this was a time slot, just double click it. You click on appointment, and then you either hit new patient or existing patient. For time issue today, I'm just going to select a patient here, and I'm going to go ahead and type in and try to search my patient. I find my patient, I select that, and then I'm done. I go ahead and I say, okay, this was just one of those pop-up alerts that Chris had mentioned. If you need to change the date, say to a future date or something, you simply just click right here and select whatever that new date would be. You can also then select your type from here, and let's just say this is a follow-up appointment, so I select that, and I hit OK. And then right away my length of time based on my setup already would be here, but if I needed to adjust that, I can go here. My provider information would default here as well, and I can see that this patient is scheduled. If this is something I need to repeat, I can either go ahead and repeat the schedule, as well as any chief complaints or comments that I need to add. When I'm done, I will go ahead and make sure that I hit my Save button. So I have my patient, and that's a new appointment I added for the 29th, but then I just got a call, and let's say I have this patient, and I need to go ahead and update some information about the patient. So I would select my patient here, and I can come in here, and maybe they told me that, they called to tell me that their phone number changed or their address changed. I simply just click on this edit button, and I can come in here and update all their contact information here. And when I'm done, I simply go ahead and hit done. Since as I'm here, if I needed to add a note, as we showed, you can simply just add a note, type your note in here, and then you're done. The same thing goes for pop-up alerts. I can go ahead and add a pop-up alert, whatever my message should be. I can add it or link it globally, or just link it to whichever section I need to do that. Add my start and end date, and if I needed to delete any type of alert, I can do that. Then I hit done. Once I'm done with all of that, let me just go ahead and cancel that out. I can also go ahead and view all my appointment history, past appointments, future appointments, etc. And my insurance. So I can go ahead and add an insured if I need to. I can also go ahead and click on here and update any of the insurance details that I need to. I can add, a child, add different things here, relationship as well. And I can go ahead and modify some information. So let's say I'm here already and I wanted to possibly delete a policy. I just click on that little link there, delete my policy. When I'm done, I hit done. If I needed to add a new policy, I simply just click on that little button, and then I can add my primary, secondary, or tertiary. When I'm done, I hit done, and then I make sure I go back and hit my Save button. Alrighty, so that's just some of the way that you will go ahead and do all of that. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to walk you through how to go ahead and send a message. And that's very simple and easy. On our message, we'll go here. And on my messaging tab, let's just say I'm going to close. I want to go back here. And I'm going to click on my new message button. And for those of you, everybody's familiar how to send a message, an email message. So you just go ahead and type, the username. And let me just put Chris here. Let's just say I want to send Chris a message. I select that. I put in my subject, today's meeting. Oops, I can type. And I can go ahead and customize my message to Chris, whatever it is I want to type in here. I can go ahead and format whether I want to do any of these. I can add colors, format the different things. I can even add a hyperlink, find my message, go ahead and hit send my message, and they will get a secure message. So great feature, and just for now, I'm just going to cancel out. So once you hit send, you're good. Your message is off to go, and it will be received as such. We want to show everyone how CMD2GO is responsive, and by that we mean, like this. We'll show you right here. So it depends, and we mentioned that it will resize based on the device that you're using. So if you're using a smartphone and it's small, it will show that. If you're on something bigger, it will show that as well. So it doesn't matter which type of device that you are on. Okay? So we are mobile and adjustable. Now I'm going to give it back over to Chris. He's going to bring us home and take us and show us some additional stuff and tell us some goodies as well. Chris?
Real goodies. So if you notice, before we move on to the question section, before we move on to our questions, if Eartha could just, one second. Before we move on over there, I just want to go over with everybody how we go.
Back into, we want to show you one more feature back in CMD2GO
Correct.
here.
I need to show you one more feature.
We get so excited sometimes we forget all our things here, but here, Chris, want to show you that button.
So this little question mark that you see right here, this is where we can submit some feedback about today's webinar, the CMD2GO application itself. We just click this little question mark, and we go to the submit feedback in the drop-down. Once we click on that, it brings up this window. It's going to allow us to put a compliment in, a testimonial in, a suggestion, any other thing that we feel we would like to communicate through the application. We can do that right here. Now for today, what we're doing for all of our attendees is anybody who goes to their application and submits feedback on today's webinar or on today's CMD2GO on the CMD2GO application itself, we are going to be entering you into a drawing for one of two $50 gift cards, and this is going to be until next Friday, the 15th of December. And anybody who submits feedback is going to be entered into that drawing, and you got a chance for $50. So we've added some additional resources here for you to go ahead and take a look at. So it'll help you answer any additional questions you might have. Both of these links are on a quick read one sheet in your chat attachments now. So we invite you to visit the training website, which is updated with new material to support the mobile version of CMD2GO. We also visit you to take a sneak peek page where there are tons of videos like you saw today. And finally, we've attached a marketing one sheet with this webinar.
Okay, so we're going to take a few moments now to go over some of the questions that were submitted as we were, walking through this demonstration here. So we have a couple of questions, and let me just get to them here. I have one from, it looks like from Darren here. And Darren wants to know, does this work on the new iPhone X or the iPad? So Darren, yes, as long as the device is running Apple iOS or 10 or newer, it will work on that device. And again, we had popped those links for the new updated browsers inside the chat, so you're able to click on that and make sure you have that updated.
Looks like we have a question from Hannah. And Hannah wants to know if our past appointments will be visible. Yes, Hannah, you can view all of your past and future appointments.
Okay, great questions. These are good questions. Keep them coming. And we have one here from Jessica. She wants to know if it's going to stay free. Jessica, it is free today, and it will stay free. It's part of, our software system, and we're just glad to have you as a member of our family. So, yes.
Here's Ann. Hi, Ann. Here's one from Ann. Just shot it in here. Do all of our colors and icons we've set up show up the same way? Yes, Ann. It will sync with your CMD scheduler settings, Same colors, same icons.
Okay. And I have one here from Henry. So Henry wants to know, does the report snap and share work with the messaging? So Henry, unfortunately, report snap and share links are not supported. So you would just go to the normal report functionality to be able to, export or snap and share your report. Okay. So we have another one here from Lizette. Lizette wants to know, can we switch customers if we have multiple accounts? So the answer to that is yes. We forgot to mention that for clients, that are managing multiple accounts, you can just actually you can switch your accounts from your name, or if you're on a mobile device, you're able to do that as well. So we just forgot to mention that, but we do want to point out that you have the ability to do that. So at the top, you will notice that there will be three horizontal lines. So you can look up to the upper right-hand top corner if you're currently working through this with us, and you'll notice that that when you log in, you'll see those three lines. Just click on this, and then you're able to switch between your customers. You can change your password, and of course, you can log out. And just so you know, it will automatically log you out after 15 minutes of inactivities anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. So again, we have the training page there with a screenshot and so forth for you. And of course, if you ever have any questions and you're not sure what to do, you can always reach out and always call us. We're here for you. So, all righty, we're going through all our questions. Sorry about that. And this is just some of our lovely team members as well. And we're going to hang out here and answer any additional questions that you may have. But we wanted to take the time to say thank you for joining us for today's webinar. Don't forget to go on that feedback button. Give us that feedback so you can be entered into a drawing to win one of those 2 gift cards. I mean, the holidays coming. Who doesn't want some extra money, right? You can also visit our website at CollaborateMD.com, and you can live chat with us, directly there. You can call us as well at our 877-480-6517 number, or, feel free to shoot an email over to our sales@CollaborateMD.com inbox, and we'll be sure to get those questions answered for you. So thank you again, and we just hope everyone will have a great afternoon.
Yes, happy holidays, folks. Thank you so much.